we're in the compound and we're gonna cast a line out in to the space to see if we can catch ourselves some fuzzy fishies, because we're casting. Nadel. Oh. Feel like that engine rev was like kind of right. It was appropriate. Gentlemen, start your engines. Everyone's got a cat in front of them, and then everyone, like, there's like a cute pinup girl, with like a torpedo-y shaped kind of brassiere on. She's got her handkerchief, and then she's like, ooh, and then she does the thing down, and everyone, they start shooking, and then the bellies, and then the person who can laugh. But the person who can last the longest wins the race. Obviously, we're not going to use tigers. We're just going to use regular cats. That would just be it'd be too intense. There's like the comedic, like, over the top, like cartoonish, like, oh, shuka with tiger. It's kind of like how in cartoons when someone, like, they tape rockets to their feet and it makes them go faster, but in reality you would just die. You would just kind of like, that's it. Yeah. You pink mist. Like, that's like the reality. That's so, fun in theory. Tigers, yeah. A tiger shuka race, fun in theory. In practice, probably not fun. See, I was already walking this way. I didn't even realize that she was right there. I could have. That motorcycle, I appreciate them. They actually, they got up close to here and then they slowed down and then, which, that's very nice. It's very nice of them. And they waited until they got past the compound before they, shifted into gear and bang. Where? It's nice out. It's actually nice. Dare I say, in the morning, overnight, over eve, it becomes hoodie weather. Ooh. For some people, not for this guy, not for me, but for some people. The I didn't grow up in the Midwest types. They would be wearing hoodies in the morning. But it's hard to believe, we're there. We're finally to that time of the year, that glorious place. that just feels so far away in the summertime. I guess it's also, by the time, and I've, I'm not going to rehash like some of the stuff that I was talking about in like what the one previous webcast I did this month or last month. Hi. But yeah, you just get into that hot time of year, and then you're in it for so long, it just doesn't feel like it's ever going to end. It just feels like it's just going to be a thing forever. So then when you're in, hey, whoa, hey, Jake, come here, hey, whoa, hey, Con, hey, come here, no, I'm sorry, Bandito. What was that all about? Okay, that's not helping. What? Hey. There is just a general sense of tude. There's some crinkle faces. Whoa! Guys. Okay. Wow. Okay. There you go. Good boys. Papers. Hi. You know? She had a little bit of a tummy ache last week, and we were kind of worried about her. She wasn't feeling great, but she seems to be doing much better the last few days. Like, she's kind of gotten over it, and she's eaten, and she's more chatty and just kind of up and at 'em. Hi. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go now. All right. Hey. Hi. Where you got? Where are the bushes? Oh, there's still some bushes next to you. My goodness. Fire. What did you do? You just find a bush that's on both sides. It's on your shoulders and your cheeks. What did you do? It's one of those poke salad bushes. There's one right there. There's another one right there. We just partying. Firebug. You're just doing some arts and crafts. Wow. Well, that's kind of fun. Watched poor Cleveland Browns just get the poo stomped out of them by the Cowboys, which, oh my gosh, they look so stinking good. I'm like, is this the same team that I've watched, like botch games for the last 15 some odd years, 18 or so? No, they look really good. So congrats to the Cowboys, but man, that was tough. Hi. Okay. She's feeling vapors. She's feeling vapors and she doesn't want to listen to nothing. Doesn't want to listen to nothing. She's writing love letters in pheromone ink. Yeah, well, look at her. Look at her. The harlot. Depending on which way the wind is blowing, that might make some other cats very upset. Very, it's not like upset as in like, oh, they're catching a waft, and you know, again, to use a cartoon reference, they start going awooga. Their eyes pop out of their head, their tongue falls out, and then they have to like they have to like pick their tongue back up and like roll it back into their mouth, mush it in there like an accordion. I don't know. Ra. Hi. He's got a little bit of toot, but he might. Ra. He might let me come over and say hi. Just kind of to the enclosure in general. Probably have to be careful about getting too close to Zuby. Ra. Might I come over? Oh, great king. Oh, handsome one. Oh, coolest of the cool. Hi. Thanks. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you, mister. Appreciate it. These guys have been doing pretty good. I hope that this little interim period that we find ourselves in, I hope it lasts, meaning the weather, because it's not too warm and it's not too cool. We're in a kind of a Goldilocks thing, and sometimes you only get maybe like 2 or 3 weeks of Goldilocks weather between summer, winter, and then winter, spring. Oh my gosh, he fell down. But it's not been cold enough that we need to have a bunch of hay in den boxes. We don't have to worry about that. Not yet. And it's not been so hot that the cats have to spend a lot of time in their pools. They still go in their pools, mind you. So we still fill their pools. But here is a really important bit. We don't have to empty out their pools every time we clean. We check their pools every single time, of course. But a lot of times it's like if it needs to get dumped, which in the summertime, once you're getting into like mid upper 90s and above, it's you're gonna need to pretty much all the time. They just spend so much time in their pool. They eat in there, they go to the bathroom, they take naps. It's just a whole thing. The fluids of life and death just make their way into their bathtubs. So on clean days, you're emptying out all these pools pretty regularly. But now, during feed days, or clean days, I should say, we're maybe, so we check 100% of the pools, but maybe only replacing like 20 to 25% of them at any given time. And the rest of them they're clean. Like clear, like still clear water clean. Mika. everyone's kind of active this evening. Hi, Zizi. Okay. Yeah, everyone's kind of active. I noticed Hi, Shanti. They were yelling at Bandito. Bandito was yelling back. There's like just a little streak of cranky kind of running through the compound right now. But then again, sometimes the weather will do that. Where it's like, oh, you'd think that everyone would be in a good mood. No, everyone is basically just like, they're just kind of letting off steam. Whenever the weather is just nice, and they're like, I haven't been able to kind of jump around and break stuff this entire time. All my energy and my rage is all pent up. I need to do some moshing. That sometimes can, I think, account for some of the hullabaloo. Choo-choo. All right, we have to keep on moving. We're losing light. What are you doing? Ooh. Are you gonna get in your pool? You gonna get in your pool? You thinking about it? He's either gonna go to the platform in front of him, or he's gonna back into his pool. Which way is he gonna go? Third option. None of the above. Oh my gosh, if you chose Pee on the Rock, you just won $250. All right. Oh, I should probably do the thing. Hello, all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hi. Hello. Let's cast. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We got one. Reeling her in. Ah. Kind of bait do you use to catch tigerfish? Oh, secret. Normally use cheese and salsa. Very bummed that the Packers lost their opener down in Brazil, down in Sao Paulo, which was a very exciting thing to have the game. And really, I believe it was. Very exciting thing to have the NFL going down to Brazil to expand the franchise. I think it's good for the sport. But oh my gosh, trying to play on football fields is different than trying to play on a football field. So there was a lot of people slipping and sliding. They had to like adjust the way that they played a ton. And then of course, at the very end of the game, second to last play, you get Jordan Love getting carted off the field with an apparent knee issue. Luckily, it was only, what was it? It was an MCL sprain, not like a complete tear, but he's still expected to be out for a number of weeks. That's our guy. That's our franchise guy. Don't get me wrong, they weren't looking 100% great, but it was a good slugfest. And the fact that we were able to go the distance with the Eagles' high caliber team made me feel good about the season, made me feel confident that we'd be able to make the necessary adjustments. And then see eventual success. But it was upsetting and frightening seeing Jordan Love getting hurt. I got to wear my Jordan Love jersey. Official one, too. Actual NFL club store, whatever kind of thing. Oh, felt rough. Highest paid quarterback in the league. And then you're sitting there thinking like, oh no, oh no, oh no. So yes, not going to dedicate too much of this to sports ball. So calm down, nerds. Hi. Why are there so many swears? Why are there so many swears between you and the neighbor girls? You guys should just kiss. Just get it over with. Just smooch. Just make smooches. You know, I wonder. Because sometimes I see both the girls and him exchanging unpleasantries. What if he's playing both and like whispering, you know, like, oh, you're so cute to one, and then the other comes up and then he's like, oh, I think you're cuter. And then the first one is just like, what the hell? And then gets all just, you know, maybe that type of stuff is going on. You think about that. That could be a thing. And then really, when the girls are yelling at him, it's like, I thought that you and me were together. Now, why are you trying to like hang out with my sister? You said that you were going to be done with that. The girls never get mad with each other. They just get mad at him. Typical. But yes, while I'm not going to, I'm going to try to be mindful and not dedicate like overly extensive amounts of casting time. My casting time that is already very limited, admittedly. I get it. Hi. I'm just going to start doing a sports ball cast. Basically, I'm just going to be doing NFL recaps from here on out. That's what this is going to be. We're cast around the gridiron with Derek. You're gonna get my hot takes. I'll take callers. So, Ravens, what do you got? I think their running game is pretty good. Next caller. We don't need another one of those. But if you think that I'm gonna make it through another season without speaking of my beloved Green Bay Packers, you are sorely mistaken. So, ye be warned. We are in for another minimum 16 weeks of, miscellaneous Go Pack Go mentions and references. Strategically placed. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. I can also sprinkle in some nerd talk. The Rings of Power second season going on right now. Watching it. There's it's all right. Some people get vitriolically angry at it. I kind of honestly don't mind it. That's also coming from, I love Tolkien, big Tolkien fan, big fan of the PJ movies. Are they perfect? No. Are they pretty darn well close to being perfect? I mean, as far as movies are concerned, yeah, they're my favorites. Did they try their best to capture the spirit? The spirit? Yes. Does this? Sure. Yeah. Kind of. Sometimes. It depends. It depends on which episode it is, what scene you're watching, who the director / writer is for the episode. It depends. It seems like. But funny enough, like, all of that, and there's other times I definitely can be very kind of like, I will not stand for this. Like, I couldn't, there's certain IPs that, of course I'm very partial to. Jeepers Cripes. IP, an idiot penetrating. Heyo! Anyway, there's IPs that, I'm very particular about, and then if they try to get like different types of adaptations, depending on the quality of the adaptation, determines whether or not I like said thing. I've talked about, the Cowboy Bebop thing. Love the original anime, I still love it. I hold it as like the high water mark for anime. And granted, I know that I've missed out on a lot of anime, especially anime that's come out like in the last, 20, 25 years. My sample size is limited. Admittedly. I still hold Cowboy Bebop in high regard. I love that show. And then I was so excited when the adaptation, the live action came out. And then I watched half of the season. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I have to abandon you. Like that meme. It's funny. It's like, it's based on the meme. No, it's the meme that's based off of a movie scene, which is based off of a scene in a book. But the Don Corleone, like, look at what they did to my boy meme / scene. Mario Puzo. But yeah, that was just that was an adaptation that, man, just made me sad. And a lot of people they're really up in arms. Lines are drawn in the sand about, Rings of Power. Am I gonna say like, oh, I'm so? Does it make me happy? Like, I can like look and be like, this thing is, there's a lot of stuff you can have, rightfully so, you can have issue with it. Do I still find it to be enjoyable? Yeah, actually I do. And I kind of look at it, it's almost like, this is just some, really well-made fanfic, which that's what a lot of this stuff is anyway. I mean, technically the PJ movies were fanfic because there were different things that they adapted. Certain types of storytelling that work within a literary sense that just, the pacing would be really weird in a movie and vice versa. Hi, Sugar Pie. And even fanfic can be wildly entertaining. Even bad fanfic can be extremely entertaining. And I'm not even saying that this is bad fanfic. I'm saying this is a different thing. I almost kind of like categorize it in a different place in my head. I don't place the same degree of, like seriousness, Tolkien-esque serious. It's I don't know. It feels different to me, and I'm just like I'm allowing it to just be a different thing. Yeah, sure, the orcs, families, and babies. Who cares? Why not? It's funny, like those little things. Which technically, okay, now this is the other thing you have to understand, and I lurk on a lot of subreddits. So in Tolkien, there's so many different things that he wrote either in books or he would clarify points in letters. People would write him letters about such and such kind of thing. And this is basically like the original kind of Comic-Con panel, but it was just done via snail mail. And they would ask him about various bits and pieces of like the lore and the universe and how the world worked. And I think in one of the letters that he wrote to a different person that he made a reference to the fact that orcs multiply in the same way as the children of Iluvatar do. Which, and so it just means they get it on. That's what that means. There's some orc banging going on. Some stinky orc piles. Which would make sense if they're corrupted elves. Which it's again, it was like, I don't know if this was just like he never got around to it or if it just was something intentionally left vague. But he never fully clarified. Never like definitively said like, yes, this is absolutely the origin of orcs and this is how orcs are made. There's also other references to something of like, like reproducing in the ways of Mandos and like the mashing of like earth and fire and stuff like that. That's also where some of the inspiration for the Peter Jackson reproduction. But technically speaking, he was making Uruk-hai, which were like a crossbreed of traditional orcs. And they say goblin men, but I don't know what it's ultimately supposed to mean. But a weird cross race of orcs and men, sustained via alchemic process. You gotta wonder. And it's like, well, okay, so, are they just making like some unholy chimera in egg sack under some, oh, llama's over there. Underneath some very fertile volcanic soil. I don't know. We're getting way, way off course. See, nerds, I told you I wasn't just going to talk about football. Wasn't just going to talk about football. We'll talk about a wide variety of topics. You know, things that appeal to the jocks and the dweebs. I like to, you know, I have wide, diverse interests. And then Fortnite. I play a lot of Fortnite. So, you know, I can relate to like 12-year-olds too. Get some V-Bucks, hit the gritty. Nice. Straight bussin'. All right. Enough of this silliness. Frederick James Buchanan Conison III, Duke of Bridgeport, first of his name but the third. Enough of this silliness. I think Heidi's letting Godzilla back in. We had to restrict him from his hole in the ground because it was raining so much, and we were worried that and he was having a hard time crawling out of his mud hole. So we had to put a cover in front of his little turtle cave, which is it's like a mine shaft basically. Anyway, too much silliness. Gotta sign off. Thank you for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hashtag Dorbus Award in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for all of your big cat goodness. And if you want to learn more about the facility around me, you can always visit the website, carerescuetexas.com, for more information. You keep those tigers fed. Big shout out to the extra fancy patrons. I see you. You are so fancy, and thank you so much for your continued support. We'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.
Walk around the compound, walk around the compound, stay 6 feet, walk around the compound, walk around the compound, walk around the compound, stay 6 feet, walk around the compound, walk around the compound, walk around the compound, stay 6 feet, walk around the compound, walk around the compound, walk around the compound, walk around the compound, walk around the compound,